Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to another production of the program here on TV once again. What's it every day? Time machines and live forever. Thank you for joining me in this very difficult time. I've been saying that for a while, but now it's more real. Difficult.
It's true.
Yeah. We're not. I was thinking. I was like, almost gonna tell you two about. Be like, I don't know. Should we do this? Should we get together this week? Are we bringing things from Tacoma down here?
We might be.
You're driving down the virus or something.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's already down here. Is there cases in Tacoma?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are. No, I didn't.
There's cases.
Tacoma had, I don't know exactly. I'm pretty sure in Pierce County there's like a total of 30 something now.
Whoa,
Cases.
jeez.
I know. I was trying to look up for Thurston. Do you know what it is?
No, it's. I don't know. I thought it was like 2.
Yeah, I think it's. I looked something up and I don't know. I couldn't find an exact number, but I think I saw
30 in
3.
Tacoma though.
Yeah, it's like in the 30s.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's something.
that's all I've been talking about here for the past 3 days, and I'm sure maybe people are over it, but maybe you're not over it. Maybe you're in it now in the future, whenever you're watching.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I wonder what it's going to be like by the time.
Who knows
this
where
is
it's gonna go now?
airing in 4 weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna be. I don't know. Society might be. This might be the end of society. I think.
I don't know.
I don't want to say that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be the end of society. I feel like maybe we do need some people to die, though.
Yeah.
It is a little overpopulated. I personally don't want to get sick, and I hope none of my family dies, but
Other people's families.
sometimes something's got to happen.
Wow. Wow. How are you? How was the week for you?
Not bad, not bad. How about your week, James? He's busy being a mixologist. today.
So my week has been okay. I mean, I guess this whole Corona thing. It didn't really hit me until today, honestly. Well,
Today.
it kind of hit me the other day a little bit, but then today, no, because it's just.
At
Yeah,
your work,
it got scarier today. And I live with my grandma, and I work with the public, so. But yeah, the thing at work, so the lobby is still open. People can come in and order stuff, but they can't sit and eat or drink their coffee.
Yeah, they got to take it to go, right?
It just all feels so bizarre,
Mm-hmm. I do know, yeah.
It's just crazy. I feel like they're gonna just shut our store down. I think they're gonna just shut it down. I think they will. I think that's the way it's progressing. I don't think it's getting better. I think it's getting worse. So.
Well, they're gonna be doing takeout only tomorrow, and for the.
Yeah, that's what I'm anticipating them to shut the lobby down completely tomorrow. Yeah.
They're gonna do drive-through, or you have
I
drive-through?
think we're gonna stay with drive-through, but for I don't know how long. I wish they would just shut the whole thing down. Honestly.
Oh yeah, but don't you need income?
I believe Starbucks is going to pay us something if we do get closed, because some of the stores in Tacoma already are, like the one in the mall, because the whole mall is closed.
Oh.
The entire Tacoma mall is closed, and the downtown at the UW Tacoma, the Starbucks there is completely closed.
Wow.
And yeah. So I think it might just happen.
Funeral home's not closing.
Yeah.
We'll be there. Our doors are open for you to come in.
You're gonna You're gonna be overwhelmed soon, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
Can the virus live in the corpses?
Word on the street is it's okay to do an embalming. They just don't really recommend having public viewing.
Yeah.
Don't want a bunch of people touching the body.
Yeah, but if you're already dead, then the virus can't live in something dead, right? Because it needs life to be alive or whatever.
It can live for some amount of time. I don't know.
I
how
bet
long.
it can live in a dead person probably for a while, because I think it lives on some surfaces for 2 weeks. So I bet a dead person probably lives even longer, because it's got something to feed on. Or something,
man.
Maybe? I don't know.
I have no idea.
And I guess it's I heard viruses aren't all the way alive. So. You hear that? What is that going?
I do hear that.
There's some flute. Is there flute music going on outside? Someone's walking down the street with a flute, maybe? Something weird. The viruses aren't all the way alive. so they don't need to be like fed. They don't need food or whatever. Like, so if you're dead, they can just like go dormant because they're like, it's like just like a thing. It's more like a thing than a living thing, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like
I should know more about this, but I wasn't a very good student.
like bacteria, you know, they got bacteria and they got viruses.
Yeah, you need like a host.
And bacteria are like cells that need to like live more, but bacteria or viruses are like just like free floating genes that somehow get in there, but they're not like cells. They're not different than cells, so they're only like half alive. So maybe they can live longer outside of for dead people or something. But they didn't warn you about that? You didn't get any yet? Like the dead people at the place, they don't tell you, or do you know?
I don't have any experience with it, really. I think that they would tell us if someone did die of that.
Yeah. Oh. Well.
But I mean, you just kind of got to do the universal precautions thing and pretend everybody has everything and
Yeah.
stay safe and hope that there's some mask out there for you because everybody bought up the masks.
Yeah.
Are stores like that down here?
Yeah.
Empty?
Yeah.
Mm.
You have toilet paper at home?
Yeah, that's like everywhere.
Yeah, there's no toilet paper anywhere, even in Europe and whatever.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and they're all saying there's no toilet paper either. For a minute, I thought it was just Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Washington. We got hit the hardest, though, in the country.
Well, you know, Seattle
Right now.
is pretty populated.
You got toilet paper at home, though?
I have a bit.
Yeah. They even sold out of napkins now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've been thinking about the plumbing. So don't flush, viewers, don't flush napkins down the toilet. They might seem like toilet paper, but toilet paper is made to break up in there. So, if you're flushing napkins, I think we're going to, like, everybody's stealing the toilet paper, so everybody's going to be quarantined in there. And then they're going to be like, well, this toilet paper, they're going to be run out of toilet paper, start using the napkins. And then they're going to gum up the plumbing, and then we're going to have a plumbing crisis. Like if everybody everybody all at once clogs up the plumbing too, like
yeah,
everybody's already sick and
would be fucked.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the next step is if people don't see toilet paper, they're probably going to get like the wet wipes.
Mm-hmm.
And not all of those are flushable, and even if they are,
they're not really. I've heard.
Yeah. So then we're gonna have worse health risks when there's shit in the streets. So look out! Don't do that.
Yay.
Yeah. The Voyeur is closed down now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Totally
all
closed.
bars.
Yeah, bars are closed today. Well, today a lot of the bars are still open for today.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That some places did.
Today's the last day though for bars, and then tomorrow they're not allowed to be open. So some bars are having like last day parties and stuff today.
I'm not going.
I don't like that.
But I don't know. I have a service job and I'm doing this, so I haven't really done anything different.
Yeah.
So I'm moderately socially isolated anyway, I guess.
Yeah, work isn't too different for me. I mean, my schedule isn't real different.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, my schedule's the same right now. I'm anticipating us to just close, though. I don't know. But, I don't know. Now that it's such a thing, I'm concerned about going home. I live with my grandma, so I'm like, kind of scared about that. I'm like thinking, like, I don't even know what I'm going to do tonight. I'm like, I don't know.
She's over 80?
She's almost 80.
Oh, well, 80.
And, like, she's like yesterday I noticed her, like, she hasn't seemed that worried about it, but yesterday when I got home and I'm like talking to her, she pulls a blanket over her face. Like,
yeah.
So that like was a signal to me, like she's scared.
While she's talking to you, because you
Yeah.
might, yeah.
I mean, I wasn't even close to her, but like I noticed the blanket over her face, which is like weird, She didn't do it like where, obviously, but like she never does
slow,
that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, seriously. And that was weird. So I'm like, And so I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna have to go home tonight.
Yeah.
But then I'm like,
Just hide in
sure.
your bedroom.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hide, but still,
I was gonna say text her and let her know, but you can't.
she don't text.
Yeah. Well, my brother lives with my grandma, so like most of the old people live with young people usually if they're that old because they need help. So, uh, I guess even a lot of old people are getting over it though too. No, so like only 2% death, which is still a lot of death, but a lot of old people live still. Like just because you're in danger doesn't mean you're gonna die necessarily, but probably bad. I know I have a little bit of allergies, and I'm always thinking, "Oh, it's here." Also, it was hot. It was hot.
It was wonderful.
But it was like kind of scary though, because yesterday it was snowing, like
right in the cold.
So I was like getting ready to leave the house today and go outside, So I'm like, maybe it's cold outside again, or I kind of assumed. So I put on the same jacket I was wearing yesterday, and I was starting to get out there, and I was like, "Oh, I'm getting hot. Maybe I have a fever."
Ugh.
No, it was very hot. It's supposed to be very sunny till next Sunday.
Oh, yeah? You want a good day to stay inside. Self-quarantine. Like, right when you can go outside before you have to quarantine just because of the weather. Now you got to quarantine for health.
Yeah, so next week, depending on how things go, we may or may not come back.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I was like almost going to say not today anyway.
Yeah.
You'll have to call in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll just call.
You gonna start quarantining? I mean, if I don't know how long I can do this. I thought I was like maybe gonna go run into the woods. I haven't missed a day in 10 years, but this might be the thing. It's gonna get me.
Yeah.
I was gonna run in the woods, but I heard people told me I was telling other people said you got to keep doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Just keep doing it. Oh man.
Plus, it's mostly for everybody else through you two and a few other people. It's on over the internet.
Yeah.
Whatever. So.
I think a lot of people are going to be on YouTube.
Well.
True. Do it yourself. Just do it by yourself. Don't have any more guests.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing what I'm doing. Now. So I'm ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm.
They're like recording themselves talk and stuff for a long time. And be like,
Yeah.
hey, watch this. I'm making this
Professional.
this home content. So I've been at it. If you're quarantined at home, just turn on the thing. You can watch I got like probably over a month of solid programming, 24 hours a day. If you started watching it from the beginning, from 10 years ago.
Dang.
Yeah. Have you seen anything out on the streets? No high guy or something?
We didn't go by there.
Yeah.
Some homeless guy was trying to stand in front of cars in Tacoma. He's like standing in the way and waving at people.
Yeah.
Fucking freaks.
Last week we were getting yelled at here. This lady sitting outside the voyeur.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She lives there basically.
She was like screaming.
Kind of.
Screaming. I saw spit flying out of her mouth. She was probably spreading the disease. The
Kind of.
virus.
Maybe 50-year-old, that kind of bigger lady with kind of short hair. No.
she was.
She was very small.
Oh.
Short hair.
I think we saw that bigger lady that other week with you.
There's like
you
a
were
lot.
telling
Yeah.
us she disappeared for a while and then she came back.
There's a lot of yellers downtown Olympia. Just getting real angry and yell at anybody who's there.
Yeah.
Yep. And they like the voyeur too. I point out the voyeur to you on the way over. Is that what happened last week? And then you stop in there? It's like.
We had went by there before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple times. We always
just
kind of check out on 4th. And yeah, that spot was popping.
Yeah.
So we went in there and it was interesting, and I think I dropped $20. So actually, I know I dropped $20. Somebody out there found it. Probably knew I dropped it.
Oh, you dropped it. You actually
Like
literally dropped it. I thought you were like.
Literally dropped it.
I thought you were saying that you spent it. That you're like I dropped
funny.
it
That happened.
like slang.
Like bragging on her.
Yeah.
That happened to me at
$20
Yeah.
at the bar
I
today.
was like, oh yeah, all right.
A
Yeah.
whole
I was at
20.
Petco one time and I was paying for my cat food, and the cashier was like, "Oh, you're about to drop some cash," and I was like, "Yeah, I am." And he was like, "No, your cash is falling out.
Yeah.
You are literally about to drop it." Duh.
Oh, I'm spilling a little bit here.
So your Friday guest canceled?
Yeah,
I
Mark.
seen that.
It was gonna be Mark. How did you been watching the program or?
I just watched that one in the beginning, but then you were just talking about how scary everything was, and I was like, no, not today.
Oh, you turned it off?
No
Yeah.
more. I
Yeah.
couldn't.
Yeah, I've been talking about. I should probably not be saying only the scary stuff, but it's like all.
It's like what it is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what's going on.
It's everybody's focus.
Yeah.
That's what's going
Well,
on.
it's good that you're watching it. Did you try watching that thing that I sent you? The link on the.
Uh-huh.
I did. I was watching it when I was in the voyeur.
Oh yeah, it's live. Oh, you were still at the voyeur at that point, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that thing is live, live TV. Sometimes they play it at the voyeur too, the show on TVs. But yeah, it'll be on there again.
Mm-hmm.
The Yep, that was on Friday. That was Mark, the guitar player. You know, like the guy we talked to on the phone.
Oh, he was supposed to come
He
out?
was gonna come out. Yeah, I've only seen him maybe less than 10 times ever. And he's been talking to him for 10 years and stuff. But I guess the dial-a-lift service was canceled, which is like the regular buses are running, but the dial service is like the bus service that
I've seen those before.
you call them and then they pick you up specifically for I guess people who need special needs. Is that what you call her?
With
Some
some kind of
assistance.
disability.
Yeah. So they canceled them. They didn't come out. Mark, you're gonna come out after this? I mean, I've just been saying if this whole thing blows over, if there's still a world.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's feeling like I want to I've been makes a question what I'm doing with my whole life.
I've been trying to not worry about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can really do about it, but try to prevent it, I guess, and just keep on keeping on.
Yeah. Well, what if society collapses and then anything that you have is gone?
Man,
You got to stake a claim or something, but it's
everybody start praying to the good Lord.
Yeah, if you got money or something, it's gonna
I know
go
you can't
away.
go to church because church has been canceled, but this is of the devil.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I just realized it.
The devil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got intense.
I don't know.
Sorry,
Isn't it the
ears.
plague? Plague is like God, though, right? Maybe it's the plague from God.
I think there's just supposed to naturally be a plague every once in a while.
Yeah.
It seems like a good idea.
And everybody, the human race is always prolonging life, and a lot more people are supposed to be dead right now than.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
whole thing I could talk about, yes, because I feel the same way sometimes. I think about that.
But that is a very difficult decision.
It
for,
sounds really horrible, but, we do kind of
Yeah.
prolong lives of people who,
maybe it was their time.
naturally may not have survived. When you look at, the, what do you call it?
Yeah, that's
Natural selection.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this sounds fucked up, but,
It does.
that's what it's.
it's something I think about a lot, especially, I have asthma. And, that has, that alone, if, in, the wild, if you will,
if you're in your own.
If
Yeah.
I was a dog, okay, or a wild animal, basically, born with a disability like that,
Yeah.
my mother may have eaten me. You know what I mean?
So as long as you're putting yourself in the die category, then
So-
you can start judging it.
I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying, it's something I think about because, maybe I shouldn't be putting my seed out there.
Yeah.
Am I just prolonging these negative traits by doing that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I know it sounds weird. It's something I think about,
Yeah,
myself.
but then you're getting into
Yeah.
this is like eugenics,
Yeah, well, I don't agree
You
with-
know
I don't-
eugenics?
Yes, I know what you did. Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with all that. But I don't know. Just
It's a very difficult thing to think about because if your family or something, someone you love, is in a position, then
Oh,
of
yeah,
course
for
you
sure.
wanted to do whatever. But
of course.
there's just that. Sometimes I think there's a time.
Yeah.
Are we all just in a big cold game of Final Destination?
Yeah.
Where we're all cheating death all the time, taking all these pills and doing procedures.
I mean, we gotta try to help them even if they're weak. That's like getting down the roads of it's like Nazi stuff,
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean,
God.
I mean, I'm not like saying like we just kill them all.
Killing the weak is the
I
not.
included that. I'm not just saying like
We're not like killing.
cut it off, but
Yeah.
maybe some people should be sterilized. I don't know.
Well, that's getting into something.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, but yeah.
I don't know. You can hate me for that.
Well, I think it.
I know somebody's gonna hate me for that. I don't know.
Look out, yeah.
And do you ever think about like when people prolong people's lives and like they don't even have a good life?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
Like,
We can go
they
on.
should die. People should die if they want to.
I don't want to be in a bed and my family just keeping me alive while I'm trapped in a bed.
Yeah. If you're that's like what Terry Shriver stuff. You know Terry Shriver?
I don't know.
She
Who
What
was
was
in a
up with
vegetable.
Terry? What was?
She was in a vegetative
and
state
they
because of
just
something,
kept
and
their life forever and
they kept
ever.
her alive for a long time, and then her husband, I think, was trying to pull the plug, but
Yeah.
then they said that there was like signs that she may come out of it or something like that.
Did she come out of it though?
I think they pulled the plug.
Oh.
But her husband wanted to pull
But
the
her
plug.
parents didn't want to, and it was like a big, like legal thing
Yeah.
of who had the right to say.
Yeah. But it ended up.
I'm pretty sure
It
they
would
pulled
be her
it.
husband. He's the legal next to kin.
I'm pretty sure they ended up pulling it.
More than your parents?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. That's why that's a whole thing about next of kin. So you just need to have your next of kin in order because if you're still married to somebody
This
that
funeral
you
home
don't
stuff?
like, huh?
There's a funeral home knowledge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'm not gonna get in. I'm not gonna say. Anyways, you should just think about that because if you're still married to somebody, even though you're like, oh, they're gone. If somebody finds out you're married, then they're gonna be like, oh, we need their signature for this cremation. They married. And
Just
it's a whole
gives them
thing.
some power.
Yeah.
Or I knew someone that like they never actually got married. They just told everybody they were married.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, well, if something happens to her, her family can come in and be like, they're not even married.
Yeah.
And
That's why you
then
gotta legally marry.
You got nothing. Unless it's in like your will or something.
Well.
There are other ways to do it. But anyways.
Oh, here's a message.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, quick question. What's the point of hamburger helper? It's like literally noodles. I mean, it doesn't come with beef. Can't you just buy noodles instead of hamburger helper?
It comes with like a
was a
flavor
weird-
packet
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the
seasoning.
flavor packet is a big part of it, and it's like almost as cheap as noodles anyway, right? Like you're gonna buy it. That's like,
I don't know, honestly.
I don't buy a lot of hamburger helper ever.
yeah,
I
I
do
don't.
like hamburger helper. Though,
I like
honestly.
hamburger helper.
I like it. It's not
Act
bad.
like a pig. Oh yeah. Oink 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 oink. Act like a pig. Talk while you're stuffing your face.
Mark getting weird, huh?
Mark, I am stuffing my face.
Oh, I was just doing that.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
knows
Mark.
that's what we do here.
I'm hurt.
I'm trying to find a plate or something. I'm gonna write.
A plate?
Yeah, where's the paper plates? Yeah, here's some of your cups. You
Oh, there's paper
want these?
here.
Nah, them cups yours now.
Oh yeah, because of the virus. Yeah.
Yeah. They might as well just get thrown away. Recycled.
Recycled.
So, did your grandma talk about the virus at all, or is she just like you can just tell?
We have talked about it a little bit, and like obviously because I work with the public, so it's a thing. She hasn't really been that worried about it. She thinks it's being blown out, or I think everybody was thinking that at first, and I think it is, but it isn't. Now at this point, I'm like questioning if it is blown out or not. I don't know. Now I don't know.
It's blown out in a different way.
Yes, people are acting crazy, but like I do think that. I think what we're doing
Stay
is necessary.
inside, but
We just
don't
weren't
buy all
ready
the
for
toilet
it.
paper.
What we're doing, I think, is necessary. We just weren't ready
Yeah, I don't know why everybody's buying the toilet paper. It's totally crazy.
because they're scared that they can't leave the house for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but how much toilet paper do you use? Like I haven't.
That's true.
Like, I don't buy toilet paper. I guess I'm only an individual, but I don't buy toilet paper every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, how much? Like, lots of people have problem? The butt problem.
Because it doesn't give you the shits, right?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think.
Please, leave a message.
I think this is
At the
a
tone,
kid.
please record your message.
The hamburger helper
when you
guy
finish
is a
recording,
little
you may
kid.
hang up
Maybe.
or
Oh.
press 1 for more
They
options.
got their
That's
own.
why he doesn't actually know about hamburger helper.
Hey, you don't know about hamburger helper? You're just a kid.
You never made it.
Yeah. Hamburger helper is easy to make. You caller, it's a program.
And it's got spices.
You can call us back 360-836-4384. Like the hamburger grease and then whatever's in there turns into kind of like a gravy kind of situation there too. So it's good. All right, bye. Usually you cook your hamburger and they got a lot of extra grease in there, right?
Yeah.
And then what do you do with that grease? You can put it in a jar or something. But I think the hamburger helper, maybe it's got some flour or something and it turns it into a kind of gravy.
Yeah, it's like gravy.
Hamburger
Essentially, that's what
gravy.
it is. Yeah. Basically.
I always just think of the cheeseburger one. Like, I always think that's, like, just the only one that exists.
Yeah.
I think I always have the is it like beef stroganoff? Do they have a beef stroganoff one?
Man, I love beef stroganoff.
Yeah, I eat a lot of spaghetti. I eat a lot of basically hamburger helper. That I mean, it's like this guy's saying. I just like make some rice or noodles and then just put like hamburger and like spices on it. I don't use the packet, but I eat a lot of that. I guess
Yeah.
basically hamburger helper anyway.
It's all noodles and sauce.
Yeah. I think it's good, dude. If you start thinking about food, you're like, what's the point of this food? It's like, yeah, but it's just food.
It's food.
Like, why do they have McDonald's? You can just go eat it. Just go make your own hamburgers. Why
Somebody
you spend-
likes it.
Yeah.
There's, like, that movie, wait, no. Is that a movie, Soylent Green?
Soylent
Well,
Green,
they have
yeah.
that stuff that
It's
they
people.
drink. Yeah, it is people.
It turns out to be people
That's what's going to happen.
with the whole apocalypse.
Yep. Good times.
I'm gonna start eating each other. Maybe we should get a So I mean, we should get a. So if we're all gonna start looting and getting crazy, maybe we should be the first and start stockpiling weapons, murdering, looting.
Did you see all the monkeys that are freaking out? I don't know where they're at.
Yeah, well that's because people.
There's no tourist or nothing out feeding
Yeah.
them,
Oh.
and they're like attacking each other.
You're not supposed to feed them in the first place.
Because that's what happens.
Yeah, so now they're all.
Well, at some places they do. Like in India, at some of those temples, that's like the point. They feed the.
But they're all dependent on the tourists, so now they don't know what to do. They're all freaking out.
Kind of like you're not supposed to feed the animals at 5 Mile Drive, everybody.
What's that?
It's it.
5 Mile Drive.
It's in Tacoma.
It's like
It's at Point Defiance Park. It's
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Your
like-
wheel on your skateboard is broken,
Oh, really, Mark?
but for $29,000, I can fix it for free.
What? Mark's saying weird things. Oh, yeah, I'm a little, I think I have allergies, too, right now, so every time I get a little sniffly, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it's
here it
allergy
is,
season.
here it is.
And cold
Don't
season.
worry
There's a lot
about
of
your
flus.
skateboard. Worry about that damn pogo stick. If
Oh, yeah?
you can get that fixed, I'll fix it for free. But you'll have to give me $2 million.
Oh, wow, that really jumped up.
That's not free.
It was 29,000 last message.
Kenny, do you pogo?
Nope. I think I could kind of do it. Last time I tried
I
to do it.
suck at it.
Last time I tried to pogo, I feel like I could kind of do it, but I think that was like 20 years ago. So yeah,
Kenny, how old are you?
34.
34.
I had to think about it. You have to, after you're like 27 or 8, and then you start
I
getting.
forgot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like how old are you?
Yes.
32. Huh? No?
No, I'm 28.
28? Oh, what? When did you start coming on then? I thought you... When you were like
Cannot leave a
16?
message for
20,
360.
I mean, you wasn't 18 though.
No, 20.
Oh,
004.
No,
no,
To
if
send
you're
a
28
message to
now...
another
Oh, yeah,
subscriber,
20, okay.
Enter the
1920,
area code
yeah.
and
No, I
phone
must have
number
been
of the
21.
person you are trying to reach. Or
Yeah, I must have
press
been 21.
star
Mm.
to enter your own mailbox.
I guess I just think people my age or closer to my age or something. Let's go
Or
for
I
the
look
producer.
old. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I look like trash today.
Uh-oh. You got to dress up for TV, huh? It's pretty
because I was
blurry.
at work all day.
TV is pretty blurry, you know. We're
I
on
know, but I still don't like it.
We're on VHS.
Hey, program.
Hey, Freddie, how are ya?
I'm okay. Doing all right.
Are you quarantined?
Yeah, I'm quarantined,
Good job.
more or less. It's like I did go to Home Depot and got some more paint today, but other than that, I am quarantined and haven't left my house. My house is.
How was Home Depot?
It's fine.
Do they sell toilet
Not very
paper?
many people. Not a lot of people there. Oh, I didn't even look. I should have got some toilet paper.
They
Maybe.
don't have toilet paper at Home Depot.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're here at James and Heather Mondays.
It did look like their cleaning supplies had been refreshed slightly. Like they had bleach and stuff. I
Oh.
feel like I was there a little while ago and they didn't have as many cleaning supplies. I still don't think they got like the wipes.
What is bleach made out of?
Bleach.
Yeah, but like,
It's
Where
like
is-
it's a really serious base. You know how there's like acids and
Chloride?
base.
yeah, but it's like,
Sodium chloride, right?
where
I
do
think that's
you,
bleach.
where does it come from though? Like,
It's
Chemicals.
it's a chemical.
yeah, but like, there's like a factory. There's a factory. I mean, I'm always wondering about chemicals. Like, there's a factory somewhere,
Yeah, that
And they-
creates bleach.
but they just get like sodium nitrate and Altham
Yeah.
Darberg, and then they put it in the
Yeah.
factory.
Yeah.
And they mix it up. Well,
Yeah,
that-
That's how they do it.
where does
That's
that stuff
probably
come from then? You know, where
It's
does
mined
these
from
chemicals?
something.
They
Harvested.
have
Extracted.
several mines, and then they
Extracted.
combine the two things from different mines
Yeah,
together.
probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Like mines and like maybe a liquid of some sort, or like,
It's like,
maybe they are like boiling certain things to like separate
Yeah, they're
them.
extracting
Yeah.
it from somewhere.
yeah. I don't
Like
know.
it's
Things
in
like
these
that are
things
naturally
and you need to
found in
extract
nature
it somehow.
sometimes.
I always thought bleach was like pretty natural, though. I thought like maybe bleach is like more natural than some of those things.
It's like there's like you like dig in, and some people find oil, and some people find bleach. Like we
I don't know about that,
Big
but
bleach deposit.
I don't know.
we struck bleach, or maybe it's like
Yeah, not as good of a strike, maybe. I mean, pretty good, but both
Now
are
it's
killer,
good.
Though.
now you hit
Yeah.
gold.
We've struck Lysol wipes.
Yeah,
The big Lysol wipe deposit.
yeah. I want to like start stealing toilet paper or something
Stealing
for
it.
money, but yeah.
Yeah, people are doing that.
People
I
are
think
doing
that's
it,
why
yeah.
that's like more why there's a shortage than anything else. Is like some people bought it to resell.
Yeah. Are you painted up?
Well, today I was taking the last of the masking tape off, and I ripped off. I don't have to use too strong of masking tape. I like bought the second thing of masking tape because I ran out, and so I bought more. Like, but I didn't get painter's tape. I got masking tape
Yeah.
that said it was like construction grade or wait, contractor grade. I got it at Home Depot in the paint section, and it said contractor grade. And I don't know whether, it's probably because I'm painting over like really old paint also. But I like pulled the tape off, and I like pulled off the paint that I had painted on there.
Oh.
I pulled the tape off, and it like went all the way down, not just like to the last layer of paint. The paint where I painted over went all the way to the wall. So it was
Whoa.
all the way to like the plaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's
I had to go get.
you gotta get that
I'll tell
blue.
you why.
You trying to sneak
What?
that? Trying to sneak your booze? James is pouring booze, but sneaky. It's
Oh,
okay.
nice.
You can pour your booze publicly.
I mean, I was just looking if you could see it.
Oh.
I
It
wasn't trying to be sneaky
it was just
necessarily.
convenient.
yeah.
I know, I drink on here all the damn time.
Well, basically, like, my tips I've learned from this whole thing are a couple. One is, I guess you got to use real painter's tape, blue, the blue kind, and then also get the double wide kind because otherwise it's too short, and then you like brush up next to it and you accidentally brush on the other side of it, and then you get paint there anyway, but it's like separated from the main like area you're painting, which like maybe even looks worse than if you just like up against the spot you're painting. So, and then the other one is use primer. I've never like used primer before, I guess, but I got this stuff. It's called Kilz, Kilz, and Kilz is like awesome.
Yes,
It's what I like painted over the plaster, and like it's just taking a single coat of the. I'm currently actually right now painting. It's like many times you've called me in the last week, and I'm painting in my room.
Yeah.
But I'm painting, and like it's taking the paint so well. It looks like it's gonna just be one coat on top of this primer, and then that's it, and I'm done. So I like really wish I would have just bought primer to begin with and just primed everything, so just like blank, and then I just paint one coat of the paint I want on top of it. That's probably what you're supposed to do. I think that's what like real painters probably do.
You've got painting
just, like,
experience,
painting
James?
coat after coat after coat of like whatever.
I have some painting experience.
Yeah.
And yes, we always use primer though, because it does make it easier. And then you have to do less. It depends on what you're painting over too, but like it depends on like what kind of paint it is. If it's glossy or not too, that makes a difference because it's easier to paint over matte than it is over gloss. So you want to use primer if it's glossy, and otherwise you get like streaks and stuff like that. Or if you're painting over dark
I should have
colors.
primed. I didn't prime. Like some paints say
sounds like a
paint
pain in
and
the
primer,
ass.
and I'm like, oh, maybe everything is painting. Maybe it's a paint and it's a primer. But like, I think paint and primer is sort of like shampoo and conditioner, where it's
Yes.
like, sure,
It is
does
like
but it's not that good at it.
Yeah, it's a little better, but not the same as doing both. And it seems like a pain in the ass, but it ends up making it easier.
So
It seems
there
like
we go.
shampoo,
That's what I
shampoo and
learned.
conditioner do like the opposite thing. Seems like shampoo is always making your hair kind of like sticky feeling, and the conditioner makes it smooth. Yeah, right, smooth. So
Sticky
then,
though? You say
Detail.
shampoo makes it sticky?
not like sticky, but like
stick together, dry and
rough,
Mix up.
dry and
Yes.
rough, right?
Yes.
And then the conditioner makes it smooth.
Yes.
And soft. So then it's like,
So it makes
how
sense
could-
to use them
but
separate.
how could they be together? Yeah, how could you have
Exactly.
them?
Yeah, I don't know. And it's certainly not like a time release thing. It's just like you put it in there and then you rinse it out. It's like
Yeah.
it's probably. I don't believe in that stuff too much.
Yeah, it doesn't
anyway.
make sense to be both. It's like they're doing like opposite jobs. Like one's removing and one's adding, right? It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
Definitely.
can't like remove and add at the same time.
Yeah. Maybe this is
I think Head
nothing.
and Shoulders would beg to differ.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Don't you? Yeah. You know,
No, I don't think you should use that.
you should,
I don't
use,
think you should.
Head and Shoulders is like medicated. Don't use Head and Shoulders unless you have like a problem, because that stuff is not
They have
good for you.
regular shampoo too, though. I think.
They have
Like
not.
more regular. It's not medicated necessarily.
They have non-medicated
They
Head
have
and
like all
Shoulders.
kinds of Head and Shoulders.
Because that selenium, it's got selenium in it, you know?
Hmm.
And that selenium stuff is pretty strong stuff.
What is that for?
Why are you so
The
educated
dandruff?
in Head and
You
Shoulders?
got dandruff, Kenny?
I don't know why I know about selenium. You know, have you ever seen that movie Evolution?
No.
No.
Yeah, with the three-eyed smiley face,
Yeah.
and there's like
Oh,
aliens, and they're
I
evolving or
remember
something.
the commercial.
Their weakness in the movie is selenium.
Mm.
So
Oh.
they round up all the Head and Shoulders, and then they spray it at the alien.
But what does the selenium do, and what's it strong with? What does it?
It's
Yeah,
just
do-
like some kind of heavy metal or something. and
use
you
it
put
Yeah,
it-
it's some kind
Do
of.
you just think it's strong because it kills aliens?
But what's it for in the Head and Shoulders? Isn't that for dandruff?
It's for dandruff. It's like medicated your head. I never had dandruff. I never used Head and Shoulders in my whole life. I don't know where I hear this stuff, but
I don't know. I only said Head and Shoulders because that's like one of the main shampoo conditioners I can think of.
yeah. No, but it's for
Classic-
a dandruff, I guess
classic
specifically,
meme.
because it's like your shoulders go where the dandruff goes. I guess.
Yeah,
right? So
I guess. Yeah. Well, yeah.
So it's for your head and your shoulders. Even though you're like putting it on your shoulders, like, oh,
Do
you think
you
it's gonna
wash
be?
It's
your
supposed
neck
to be
with it?
body wash? Oh.
Is it body wash too?
Maybe it's
Do you
because
rub
I
it
think
on your
it's.
have hairy
I don't
neck.
think it's for your shoulders. I think the shoulders is referring to getting dandruff on your shoulders.
I guess. Yeah. I guess. I don't know.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I've never
otherwise,
actually used
why
it.
would there be shoulders involved in hair at all?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a a 3 combo.
I don't think I've ever
conditioner
used
and
it. Like, I
body
don't
wash.
remember ever having dandruff in my life. It seems like something I would
Well,
remember.
some people's head dryness could maybe extend to their shoulders.
Yeah, but then you get lotion.
Yeah.
You just
I
get
think it has
lotion,
to
you
do
know?
with
Yeah, I
hairy shoulders.
guess. Hairy shoulders?
Hairy shoulders.
Oh, maybe hairy shoulders get dandruff? I don't have hairy shoulders. I don't know.
It got me real
Shoulders,
hair.
Freddie?
You know, some people do.
Mine are like very
I bet
bare,
Freddie
in fact.
does.
How are your shoulders hair-wise, Freddie?
Completely bare.
Bear?
Like
Me
a
too.
bear.
Bare, yeah.
like really for like a bear. They look like a bear. Yeah. How's your health, Freddie? You worried?
I'm a little worried. I maybe it's allergies. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like I'm.
It's either could be allergies or maybe I've got like really low symptoms. I'm not worried about myself and my health. I'm worried about whether or not I'm like giving bad health to people who are maybe more susceptible to bad health, you know? So
As we're sitting here, I'm feeling
I
nose
have like a
stuff.
sore
Oh my
throat.
God.
But
like kind of
if it's in your
dry
nose,
throat.
then it's not the corona. It's like
Right,
some
'cause
other
that's
thing.
your lungs.
So I might just have yeah.
It seems like everybody has bad allergies right now.
Well, and right now there's also like the flu is still
Yeah.
heavy going around.
Oh.
The
There you go,
flu is
yeah.
still heavy going around, and this year was a really bad year for the other type of flu, like
Oh.
there's flu A and B or
Oh,
something.
jeez.
And this was a bad year for the other one. Plus, there's a lot of colds and stuff going around right now. It's like everybody was already sick anyway. So
Oh, that means it was rewinding.
Yep, the tape ran out. I was using a short tape. It did the thing where the VCR failed because the tape wasn't long enough. Uh-oh.
The VCR.
What does that mean?
man.
You coughing,
Total
Freddie?
failure?
You coughing?
What? Yeah, I'm talking.
No, coughing.
Oh, yeah, I coughed.
Uh-oh. Is the virus?
Yeah, see, that's why I'm worried.
Yeah. Oh.
is your work closed?
No, but we're only on, what is it?
Is he smoking
You can only deliver, it's like
Yeah.
only to go.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But I'm not working, I guess. I told, my boss was like, everyone let us know if you have symptoms. I'm like, well, I'm kind of coughing. And so she's like, well, took off my shifts for this week.
Uh-huh.
But because also like our place is like only open like 7 a.m. to 2, so we like
Oh.
shortened our hours
How
really
about-
a lot too. So
How about the production end?
oh shoot, not good. We're on coronavirus schedule where I guess it's probably reruns. I gotta go to TCTV, I suppose.
Even
Maybe
11:30
I'll
too?
be
No?
Huh? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, all right. Well, hopefully we'll get back to that. But you got anything else you want to say today, Freddie?
No, thanks for calling me though. Thanks for showing up to James and Heather. That's great.
Yeah.
We here.
Next week we
We
might
out
practice social distancing,
Yeah.
however, just in case, depending on how this goes.
We have some distance between us.
Yeah.
This may be our
Yeah.
last visit for a while.
We'll see.
depending.
All right. And this might be my last week of society, though. So, all right. Okay. Bye, Freddie.
Bye,
Bye bye.
Freddie.
Thanks.
Maybe
Bye.
forever. Maybe forever. Bye forever.
Oh my God! Stop it.
It's the end of the world. Yeah.
Forever.
I don't know. Like,
I'm
I've
gonna
been,
blow all
yeah.
my money.
I've been working. It's like, I don't
Go
know.
on vacation.
Now I have money. Or it's like, you got any money you have is going to be like, no money's going to be worthless soon.
Man, you're a real pessimist, huh?
Sure. I don't know. I'm going to call my grandmother. Can you get that tape out of there?
Yeah, let's see how she's doing.
Still got to drink water. You drinking water? What happened? What?
Tell me.
I had to take a sip, but I went like this.
Yeah,
It was
it's-
just
yeah.
funny. Oh,
Hi, Grandma.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You have a cold? You got a cough?
Huh?
Are you coughing? Yeah. How do you feel? You coughing? Grandma,
Yeah.
do you have a cough?
Just a minute. I got to turn off TV. I can't hear you. Okay.
Oh. Look at, see this? Supposed to be this. Do you have a cough, Grandma?
Yeah.
You do?
What, you gonna come over?
No, maybe Sunday. How do you feel? How's your health?
I don't understand anything of what you say.
How is your health?
What?
Can you breathe okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, well, drink water. You drinking water?
Okay.
Can you breathe? I don't know. All right, I guess I'll talk to you later.
Someday,
Tell
okay?
Andrew, okay, bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
I don't know.
Is she okay?
I don't know. She was coughing. We'll find out. I guess my brother's gonna be there later tonight. Like he's around. Uh-oh.
What's up?
Oh, jeez. Emergency
He died
vehicles.
of the corona.
Yeah, they're gonna come by the. Gonna go by outside. All right. Well, we'll call Mr. Ginsu. Record messages of the
We're looking
future.
like ghosts.
We're ghosts.
Yeah. Woo.
Because this time in 4 weeks,
Because
we're
we're
we
dead.
dead.
Let's go.
But
Yeah.
we all. We did it together.
All right.
I'm
yeah.
sorry that we brought you the coronavirus,
Am I
Kenny.
recording?
Yeah, record. It's all. Yeah, there it goes.
Stop it.
Hey, future. It's us.
Hey.
You
The
might
past.
actually be dead this time.
Uh-oh.
Just kidding.
Ooh.
Everything's gonna be alright.
I don't know.
It's Monday. It's this. James and Heather's first week since we really got into this virus thing.
Yeah.
Are you out there still? Is there a future? Bye, future.
Bye.
All right, I'm gonna. Yeah. Oh,
That seemed grim.
Yeah.
I'm feeling nose stuff right now. Like I don't know. I felt fine. I felt fine when I was here, but now it's like, but it's not in your nose. It's not in your nose.
No. Just keep telling yourself that.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going down?
What the fuck?
Whoa, Mr. Ginsu, how are ya?
Oh, I'm okay, I suppose.
Why? Was this okay?
Yep, I'm okay.
What? Why are you not great?
Well, I'm still got a little bit of crap in my freaking chest, a little bit.
The virus? Yeah.
I can't with this.
Feeling fine.
Everybody we talked to today is sick.
Yeah. Is not the virus?
No, it was from what I had last week that I stayed home from work from.
It was around last week.
Yeah, I mean, it could have started last week. It could be the virus.
No.
What about you? But you know.
I've never. Mr. Ginsu is only on the phone, so if he's got the virus, it's not going. Yeah.
I'm just.
No.
You didn't stop by and lick stuff, huh?
Because I had runny nose and shit.
Yeah.
My nose wouldn't stop running.
Yeah, I'm feeling nose stuff. That's like if it's in your nose, you don't have to worry. I mean, you can. That's like usually if you're sick and then you start feeling weird. But if you have like oh, I had diarrhea, like oh right, like it's probably not the virus. You know? So
That's right. That's not the virus.
yeah, so you get excited. You're like, oh, I don't feel too well. Okay, good. Here it is. Hey, yeah. Hey, Mick, wiping the.
I
the
keep
mic-
accidentally touching my face to it,
Oh yeah.
and I'm being paranoid and weird.
What are you doing, Mr. Ginsu?
Smoking
Smoking weed, he says.
Weed.
How,
what you got?
how's that going?
Say it again. Speak to the mic.
You using a pipe or you smoking out of cans again?
No,
Smoking
don't do
a
that,
joint.
Mr. Kinsey.
Smoking a joint.
Don't
A
smoke out of
joint?
cans,
You
Mr.
got a joint.
Kinsey.
He was smoking out of cans for a long time.
Oh,
That's not
why?
good for you.
Why?
Why? Because
Why don't you just get a
I'm
pipe?
used to it. I'm pre whatever they freaking pre-legalization.
Yeah, so am I, but I still don't have to smoke out of a
There
pipe.
are still pipes.
I mean, out of a can.
Old habits are hard to break.
I guess. Ew. Icky.
Yeah.
I'm saying that, but I actually smoked out of a can not that long ago.
Oh, you did?
It was handy,
Why?
though. It was
Why?
handy. I didn't have a pipe,
There you go.
but I had weed.
You don't have an apple?
No.
It's just handy sometimes.
I saw.
It was handy. It is. I get it. But not to always do.
I saw a picture on the internet. Somebody had like just like carved a hole into like a park bench, and
Wow.
then they wrote like, "This is a
That's a
pipe."
great way to spread the virus.
Yeah. This was before, I guess.
Yeah. I think I might have seen that, actually.
Yeah. They wrote pipe,
They what? They carved a hole in a park bench so they could smoke marijuana?
and then they wrote
Yep.
like, "This is a weed pipe," and then they like put an arrow to the hole. Yeah.
That's
and then
gross.
you could put your lips on there and smoke it.
I guess.
That. I am bothered.
You just use the lighter and burn it first to sterilize it. That's what we used
Yeah,
to do
sounds
when
like
we
a-
passed the pipe around. We used to. Some people would be weird and they would like use their lighter and like. And
Yeah.
they would do that. And like when I used to smoke halfies all the time, like when I was fiending for cigarettes and shit all the time, and I would take halfies out of ashtrays, I would always light. You always burn the tip where you put
Burn,
your tip out.
burn the filter.
Yeah, you just you don't burn it. You just like put
That's
it.
why I quit smoking filter cigarettes.
Why?
Because I burned the filters.
Oh yeah. Well, when you smoke it down to the filter, it's real nasty. When the filter burns, yes.
Yeah, it tastes like ass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat this cupcake.
Yeah, they're really good.
I did that one too many times, and then I just started going non-filters.
I've done it, and I mean, I smoked non-filters. Sometimes I smoke non-filters.
Who made? You buy the pack of cigarettes, or you don't you roll cigarettes, Mr. Ginsu?
That's right. That's right.
Those are who made these cupcakes?
A girl that I went to school with, she makes them every year around St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah, that's tomorrow.
It's
Oh, it is?
tomorrow, and
And
nobody's
tomorrow-
gonna be
19
partying.
yet?
Tomorrow was the first bar band day too.
Oh wow!
On St. Patrick's Day, yeah.
Wow, that's something.
Fuck,
But that's
That's
good. I mean, it
amazing.
would have been too.
It would be the
poppin'.
St. Patrick's Day plague.
Yeah, yeah.
It could easily have been.
You hear about that, Mr. Ginsu? That they're closing the bars tomorrow on St. Patrick's Day?
You know, but I never really planned on going anyway.
No.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't go out on St. Patrick's Day ever. I've never done that,
Me
but
neither.
I do drink at home sometimes on St. Patrick's Day, and I love corned beef and cabbage.
Is there booze in this?
Corned beef and cabbage. You like
yeah, I
that
think
shit?
so.
That's okay, but
I think that they're supposed to be like Irish car bomb cupcakes,
surprise a little bit.
and then there's like
Is it a good cupcake?
Ah,
I think there's Guinness in the cupcake. I don't know.
It's
So
good.
St. Patrick's Day themed.
They're
I think
really
there's
good.
Coronavirus and
there's like
cupcake?
some non-cooked booze in the frosting or something.
Oh,
There's like a
Oh.
little bit of
you
little
get that
birdie.
little bite.
Yeah,
It
I'm
might
like,
have
whoa.
been like Bailey's maybe in the frosting.
I hate Bailey's. So
Oh, then maybe
It's
you don't
good
want
though. These are
cupcakes.
good.
I like
Yeah.
Bailey.
I do not.
Yeah, I don't think dairy. I don't like.
No.
I don't like dairy in general.
I don't like alcohol. I don't really like alcohol in coffee either. I do kind of like Kahlua, but like, I like Kahlua and Coca-Cola. That's how I like it.
Yeah,
Oh, that sounds good.
It
that
is.
does sound actually really good.
I don't like.
But
I
that's the
don't,
only way I would drink it.
I don't like dairy. I especially don't like dairy and liquor though, together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do like the little shots. Like there's like these like some people put like heavy cream on top of the shot or whatever. Sometimes those are good, but like wouldn't
I
want to
like
drink more
Irish
than
car
one.
bombs, but you have to drink them fast.
What's in an
otherwise
Irish
they
car
curdle.
bomb?
It's like
Baileys,
Jameson, Bailey's, and then you drop it in a Guinness. I think that's
Oh,
You gotta chug it real fast or
Yeah.
it curdles
Sounds
up.
fucking gross.
It's good.
That's like the St. Patrick's Day drink. Definitely, that would be bad for.
That just sounds so
Sure.
foul to me. I don't like James. I don't like whiskey
But it
either.
curdles if you don't drink it.
Yeah,
fast.
you gotta
I don't
chug
like
it.
I do like Guinness, but I do not like whiskey.
It'd be bad for
or-
right now though because everybody's like dropping the.
Oh yeah, who knows who touched that fucking shot glass?
touching the cup. This is at the party. Everybody, there's only one big mug and one shot glass that's big enough to do it. So that if you go to the St. Patrick's Day party, everybody's passing around the same.
Yeah, so it's good thing we're not all using the same glass.
Yeah, that's what they do though. Because
Gross. What?
Because you only got one big glass. You're just like passing it around. Everybody's got this doing
Really?
Irish car bomb. So
Oh,
I've
only
never been
done it
out
at
for
the
that.
bar, so they have what you need.
yeah, but if you just go to a party, they're just doing it and they're crazy anyway. So it's
Oh,
like,
at a party, yeah. People
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
yeah, they got like a
Yeah.
beer bong. If they got
Oh, yeah,
like,
people
everybody's
are nasty.
sharing the beer bong, everybody's sharing these glasses.
Beer
Like,
bonging for fucking plague.
I've never done a beer bong. I've always
Sharing
wanted
their
to.
butt tampons.
oh, I'm surprised, James. I thought you'd be a beer
no, I've never done a beer
bonger.
bong.
I
No.
think it'd make me throw up.
I've done beer bong.
Yeah, how was that?
Yep.
I've declined beer bongs, but I don't.
I
don't-
butt
yeah.
chugged a beer once.
No.
Huh?
I butt chugged
No.
a
Beer
beer.
bongs
but
and
I
Oh
never did a
yeah,
beer
that's
bong.
bad.
Bong
That's
did.
like
It's not good. Yeah, don't do
I
it.
like-
do not recommend.
that'll give you poisoning really
I know. I
easily.
do not recommend putting any kind of drugs or alcohol.
Yeah, but it's like it goes right into your blood, like directly, and doesn't
It's
like.
very different than just. Yeah, it's very different. I did it with a few other substances.
Oh, can't. Did you see that?
That'll kill you easily.
It's very
like,
bad for
it's
you,
real
yeah.
easy to die
It's very
from the
bad for you,
alcohol
yeah.
in there.
But it's like insanely different. It's not even like being drunk. Exactly. It's like just different.
Kids die from that, and then it's very embarrassing for your mother.
Do not ever put beer in your butt.
Yeah. They're like, how did he die? It's like beer.
Butt chugged a beer.
I was
butt
thinking
chugging?
that if I'm doing
Beer.
something stupid.
Jesus, criminy. What the hell?
It's not a good way to die for your
Mr.
mother.
Ginsu, have you ever butt chugged a beer?
No, I wouldn't say so.
That's good. Don't do it. Have you guys ever seen My Strange Addiction?
Yes,
Yeah.
about the
Where
coffee
they do the
enemas?
coffee enemas?
That's what I
Oh
was gonna
no.
say.
And it's like a couple, a husband and wife,
Yeah,
and they do like
coffee enemas.
4
like,
coffee enemas a day. And they're addicted to it.
Oh.
They don't travel because they won't be able to do their coffee
They
enemas.
gotta work from home.
And they work
Oh.
from home so that they can keep doing their coffee enemas.
That's so strange.
It's
you think it's
so
real?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sometimes I have a
what's
hard
her
time
name?
believing it.
That one singer chick?
Oh, you were all about that. Mr. Ginsu was all about this thing. Was it Miley?
Miley Cyrus?
Sure. But I think it was that other chick.
T-Swift.
No, blonde hair, freaking tall. Taylor Swift.
Yeah, T-Swift.
Is she tall?
Yeah, well, Taylor Swift.
She looks
Boy,
like an Irish
I'd like to
setter.
drink her freaking coffee.
Yeah, that's bad. You reminded Mr. Ginsu was getting nasty for years about telling him he wanted to drink things out of Taylor Swift's butt.
Oh.
I don't like that. I don't want to hear about that.
Yeah.
Now, I was like, I think he finally had forgotten about it, so now I think I'm going to get
That
him.
he wants to drink things out of Taylor Swift's butt.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about that.
Mr.
I saw
Thank
pictures
you.
at some
Yeah,
kind
I
of
want to
festival.
drink that.
At some kind of festival where they made a bong that you put in someone's ass. So
Did
you
they
like hit the
charge
bong.
that?
All right. That's enough. That's enough. I know.
Okay, okay.
No, I wanted to make a coffee
I'm sorry.
maker made out of Taylor Swift's ass, so then you could.
Like a novelty coffee maker. I remember this.
Yeah.
Like a novelty coffee maker that's like shaped like Taylor Swift, and then the coffee comes out her ass.
What?
And then freaking coffee comes out her ass.
That would probably sell.
You
What do
are
you? Are you?
It fucking would.
Yeah.
Goddamn, I want one badly.
How's how's the virus, Mr. Ginsu? Are they closing your work yet? Are they cutting your hours? What are you doing?
Nope. Prisoners gotta work.
They got extra.
Prisoners
Prisoners
gotta be freaking guarded, and so I have to work.
Yeah, Mr.
Oh, you're
Ginsu
a
the
prison
guard.
guard?
Yeah.
Wow.
You got
Oh.
extra safety precautions.
Yep.
Mr. Ginsu's name is because the first time I ever talked to him, he said he was fixing his car with a Ginsu knife.
Oh, so now he's Mr. Ginsu.
Yep. And he wouldn't tell me his name. So,
That's right. That's right.
I see.
yep. You still got that knife?
Freaking steak knife.
You still got that knife, steak knife?
I do not.
Oh,
Somewhere and all the moving and shit.
oh yeah. Well, you better go buy another Ginsu knife to your name.
Oh, well, fucking, I'll get me another one. Don't you worry. 'Cause they're freaking handy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What exactly is a Ginsu knife? Which
There's
kind of knife is
a
that?
knife
What does it
you
look
see on
like?
TV, and you can cut on a hammer with it,
Oh, okay.
and then you can still freaking cut your tomato.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You
Yeah.
hit it with a hammer?
No, you can cut a
You
hammer.
can't cut anything with it. And it
I've
doesn't
seen
work.
the
You can
commercial.
cut a hammer?
Yeah, they cut in the commercial. They cut into a hammer.
Like the metal part?
Yeah, and then they cut a tomato right afterwards.
They
and
cut
it's super thin.
they cut like a dent in metal?
Yeah,
That's
like in the
correct.
commercial.
What?
Yes.
Okay, well, see, did I tell you about the time whenever I went underneath my Camaro with that very same knife and cut the exhaust out from underneath my Camaro?
Yeah, that was the first thing you ever told me. That's why it's your name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, the steak knife
I
was
just touched my face.
on the wheel. I fixed the wheel bearings on my Jeep with the steak knife.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
We only got 2 minutes.
That's all I had. That's all I had.
We only got 2 minutes left today.
What?
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah, so they were very good knives. You need one. Because a hacksaw won't fit up in there. See, that knife works real good.
In Taylor Swift's butt.
Yeah. Well, wash your hands, Mr. Ginsey. You washing your hands?
I wash my hands quite often.
Did you wash your hands
I
before?
nose, I don't poke myself in the eye, and I don't chew my fingernails.
Yeah. Did you notice you touch your face more than you think? Like,
I touch my face a lot. I know it.
Oh.
I never touch my face. There's no reason to touch my face.
Yeah, no more of that.
I sometimes I'm a nail. Well,
You gotta get a manicure. That's why, so I don't bite my nails. Like,
nails on.
yeah. This is to keep myself from biting my nails mostly more than anything else. So I'm like, oh yeah, don't bite your nails. You're like, no. Well, you just think about it. It's like if you do it for that very reason, and then you go to do it, and then you look, and then you're like, okay, I'm not doing it. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't look at things when I do them.
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing it?
No more nail biting.
Oh,
You shouldn't do that in
Yeah,
general.
I would probably just put a
That's
little
right.
paint off. Every time I painted my nails before, I just get obsessed over
You
painting
might
it.
just take a napkin in your pocket and always you keep it folded up and you unfold it and open doors with it.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
start
you
doing
want
that.
to open a door and then throw it away and not put it back in your pocket, though.
Yeah.
Well, you can close it up to where that's in the middle. Make sure it's always in the middle. That way you don't have to keep wasting
I want to
fucking
move
paper.
into a bubble.
Yeah, you got anything else you want to say before the show's over? We're going to run the credits.
That's it. I want to listen to whoever's there.
All right, I'm running the credits. Here it is.
Bye, Mr. Kinsey.
No, I want to listen to the people that are there.
What do you mean? What?
I want to hear them say stuff and things.
Bye, Mr.
I said some
Ginsu.
things.
You can't hear him?
What just happened?
Nope, they're not talking. They're not yapping their pie holes.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, you told
Yeah.
us not to be shoving our pig faces. I was
Yeah.
really offended by that.
You heard us.
I think he was talking to me. 360-364. Yeah.
What?
I was being
Okay,
especially
call
rude
us.
today.
109 State Ave, number 3. How's your
I
Panda
didn't
Express?
upset nobody.
I
Real
feels
bomb.
good so far.
Graham, it's a good song. Thank you. TCT, Vila Baby, Dirty Fabulous, Graham, South Spy, Condom, up to Thurston County, Washington, USA. And viewers,
Are you
here
going
watching.
to keep your pie hole talking about that stuff every time?
You heard us.
Yeah, hell yeah, dog.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
dog.
Dog.
All right.
Bye.
That's the end of the show. Don't take off, Uzi.